Sup guys, it's Sunbloxian here, and I'm here with another video of more retro TDS content on YouTube.
So yeah, sit back and enjoy the video.
Retro TDS is a game on Roblox. It was originally created on 7th August 2021, but it wasn't released until November 8th, 2021. Yes, it took 4 months of development for Retro TDS. It originally had 3 separate games before then. The main purpose of Retro TDS is so people could play the old builds of TDS. As if I'm making this video right now, it's been a year since Retro TDS released. So I'm going to make this video going over the history of Retro TDS. So yes, sit back and enjoy. On 2nd February 2020, TDS Nostalgia, the first ever version of Retro TDS, was created. This game did not have as much attention back then. It barely got any attention. So in 2021, aether chose to completely shut down TDS Nostalgia. On 25th February 2020 was when the second version of Retro TDS was created. It is currently shut down for a reason which I'm about to go over in this part of the video. On 25th February 2020 was when the second version of Retro TDS was created, but this time it started to actually get attention. Content creators like Elite and Encrypted found the game and made videos on it. Lots of people tried out Retro TDS and they really enjoyed it, especially me, myself. It generated a small fanbase until one day, Below Natural filed a DMCA takedown request to Retro TDS and it had to shut down. A few months later, on 30 June 2021, aether created Retro Tower Defense Simulator, or RDS. The community started having hopes again. YouTuber The Money made a video on RDS, but then after a few weeks it got discontinued completely. People lost hope in Retro Defense Simulator and raided the Discord server, spam pinging a guy called Remains to give Departed Souls owner. The mods had to lock down the server completely and there was nothing new for a while. We are going back a bit to 14 June 2021, which is when aether made the Discord server Retro Tower Defense Simulator 4, which is now stolen from him by his old staff team that now works on the extremely bad Retro TDS, also known as TDS Archives. Anyways, aether announced that YouTuber Elite funded him 30,000 Robux to get good developers and remake Retro TDS from scratch without stealing assets. And after months of waiting, Retro TDS was finally released on November 8, 2021. It blew up completely, and that was the rise of Retro TDS. It now consistently updates, and people are happy. Though, I do want to talk about Retro TDS though, and the harsh incident that happened to Retro TDS a few months back. Before we get to that topic, I want to talk about some stuff. Some of you guys may be wondering, who was the first level 100 player in Retro TDS? Well, the answer is the top 1 leaderboard player, right now known as Prototype. Around January 2022, he reached level 100 and also getting 400 triumphs. It's a really big achievement in such a game to reach level 100, as rarely 500 people have level 100 in Retro TDS. But then we get to the dark stuff of Retro TDS content. Sit back and buckle your seatbelts as we are about to go through the Retro TDS hacking incident. On July 6, 2022, aether's Roblox account was compromised, as seen in this announcement he made in his Discord server, stating that people shouldn't play Retro TDS for now, as his account was compromised by a guy called Kaguru. Basically, what the hacker did to his game was add some really inappropriate models into his game. A day after his account was hacked, I decided to check his Roblox account to find that it was permanently banned. The reason for his ban is unknown, but all I know is Retro TDS was hacked, and as if the game was unplayable, as there is an invisible wall in the lobby, we have to try to bypass it by either doing the Russian emote. Looking back at this image, I decided to do some digging into Retro TDS. 4 days go by, his game was then banned. All of us were shocked to see that it got banned because we thought all of our progress was gone. Sorry, this game is currently under review. That was it. We thought Retro TDS was done for forever. All of us thought that Retro TDS was never coming back. All of us grieved all night thinking our progress was gone. I just don't really understand why Roblox won't give any fucks about their small developers, as if they are fucking temporary revenue boosts to them. Normally, Retro TDS is a non-monetized game because he doesn't want Below Natural to strike down his game. But then, on July 11, we got pinged by a guy called Lord Catfood, stating that aether wasn't fit to be the owner, and that he got the game deleted on purpose while he transferred ownership to a Roblox user known as Oblivion is bruh. Basically, what his plan is to do now is fairly hire new staff and demote some moderators. Keep in mind that this wasn't true at all, but this is his own Discord server that he got kicked off by his own staff somehow. Even all of us, even me, we were so fucking stupid to even believe that this was real. Aether would never get his game deleted on purpose. Even I exposed him in a video that is now deleted. Basically, we thought it was pretty disappointing that himself would repay us like this. Keep in mind that Aether is only 16 and is developing Retro TDS on Roblox, meaning this is pretty distressing for him, having to deal with all the hate. Many of us have speculated that he did it because of the hate he got after making this cool tower called the Techno Tower, which is just a tower made in honor of Minecraft YouTuber Technoblade, who passed away from cancer sadly. If you don't know what the Technoblade Tower was, here is an image of it. It's basically a version of Gladiator, but more OP, and heals base health every kill it gets, just like the old Gladiator. So that was it. We thought Retro TDS was gone forever. There was nothing new for a while. What we had for now was Classical Defense Simulator, and Lord Cat Shit's Retro TDS, which released on August 8, 2022. One day, on August 9th, 2022, Aether messaged me asking to talk to me about something, which was pretty much the Retro TDS hacking incident. Basically, we had the conversation when it was like 1 in the morning for me. It was like 1 PM for him because of time zones. Back to the topic, he basically said that the hacking was real, and that his game was actually banned. He also stated that his own staff team made it look like everything was his fault, and that he wanted to leave Retro TDS forever. Yes, he wanted to leave because he worked on the game for a year and it was tiring for him, considering he's only 16 and has a dev team with him to work on the game. Hearing this just made me furious, because his own staff team will literally lie about him just to defame him and make him literally look like a bad person, as if he is like an evil person on Roblox. He did say that Retro TDS was coming back in a week, but it took him 10 days to bring back Retro TDS, and finally, on August 21st, Aether finally released Retro TDS again to the public, along with a cool tower for all the level 100 people, which is also known as the Redemption Cowboy. It was pretty OP then. All of us were really happy that Retro TDS was finally back, because we didn't want to suffer with Classical Defense Simulator and Lord Cat Shit Defense Simulator. Where Retro TDS is now today, it's still up, and with a Retro Eclipse event. Currently, he's working on the mega update for Retro TDS, as you can see in the TDS Legacy Discord, which I'm permanently banned from forever, and I don't think I'll be able to come back to the TDS Legacy Discord server ever.